him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Smack 'em a garbage time for the only news that matters. And during a recent interview with Kylie Olson, former Mötley Crüe guitarist Mick Mars took a trip down memory lane, showing off his impressive guitar collection inside his home studio and also, unveiling an important sonic ingredient to the Mötley Crüe sound. He said people like Robert Fripp from King Crimson would just drop his E to a D. He'd play it like that for years, and I'm like, no, let's do the whole guitar, all right? So we were rehearsing one day and we were playing Livewire, and I go, okay, that's cool. Let's drop the tuning down though. Mars also credited other guitarists who introduced him to the delight of detuning. Said, people like Van Halen, I've known those guys forever and we played clubs together. Anyway, Ed would tune his guitar to an E flat. Jimi Hendrix did too. And I'd go, let's go down to D. So that's what it was. The guitarist also felt that the alternative tuning helped separate Mötley Crüe from all the rest of the bands, duking it out in the Sunset Strip in the early 80s. And then it kind of like was the sound of Mötley. It was a bit thicker from what was going on in Hollywood at the time. And also had to be tone-wise too. There's something that I learned from Jeff Beck. So I kind of worked on my tone a lot more than I would work on my shred. So there you go. The secrets of Mick Mars and Mötley Crüe was how he dropped tune to D. Yeah, nobody did that before Mick Mars. Oh no. He doesn't mention Black Sabbath not once during that Robert Fripp, this guy, that guy, but man, Black Sabbath is famously known for drop tuning with Master Reality. Come on, man. How can Mick Mars not be aware of that? That's pretty mind-blowing. Then again, I've heard Mick Mars talk about his influences and never once did he mention, Black Sabbath. So, yeah, I guess maybe he's not a fan. Well, obviously, it doesn't sound like he's a fan. But hey, that's how he feels, man. Hey, I really don't care. I'm a fan of Mick Mars on really 3 albums. But Mötley albums, obviously. That he just released a new song. I just don't get it. Sounds so modern and it doesn't have that Mick Mars stinky tone from Shout that I love so much. It just doesn't sound like Mick Mars to me. It's like what it's made for the young people. It's like this modern rock garbage, but the thing is that the young people are not going to care about some old dude that was in Mötley Crüe doing their type of music. They're not even going to listen to it. It's like when Dee Snider tried to do that. Remember that? Dee Snider tried to get all, Nickelback, Linkin Park crap on that solo album that I knew. I remember hearing about it. And Dee Snider saying, oh, my next album is nothing like what I've ever done before. He was right. It was garbage. But I did like the piano version of We're Not Gonna Take It, even more than the original. But then again, I am insane. Anyway, before I leave, I like for you guys to do this as well, if you don't mind. I'm gonna rank the Mötley Crüe albums now. Maybe I've done that before. And if I did, I apologize. But, I remember somebody donated, I don't know if it was my favorite Mötley songs or Mötley albums. So if I did do it, you know, hey, fast forward this part. All right, so, or keep watching. It may be different than what I said before. All right, there are 9 albums, so I'm going to go through all 9 of them. At number 9, the last one, Saints of Los Angeles, was, I'm telling you, there was nothing on there I liked. Every album after this, at least I like a song or two here and there on the albums I don't like, but there's not one song I like off Saints of Los Angeles. And if you put a gun to my head, I'll say, all right, give it to that crappy song, Saints of Los Angeles. It still sucks, but it sucks a little less than every other song on that album. Back at the Whiskey, I don't know, man. It's been years. I don't want to hear that album again. Shit sucks. All right, number 8, probably their most popular album, Dr. Feelgood. I like the song Dr. Feelgood. See, I like a song here and there. Kickstart My Heart, it's all right. I was never a big fan of it, but yeah, compared to the rest of the album, like Time to Change, and She Goes Down, and oh my God, Rattlesnake Shake. Horrible album. That's why it's way down there. And it only made my list really because of the title track. All right, at number 7. Oh, this one will be probably most people's worst. Generation Swine. Where I'm not a big fan of it either, but there's more than one song I like off there. Yes, I like Glitter. I mean, I like Glitter on this album. That remix version's terrible. And what else did I like? Let Us Pray. Yeah, there's a couple of songs I like off this. So that's all the way at number 7. At number 6, New Tattoo. Now, New Tattoo was them trying to get back to, oh, let's rock hard and stuff like that. Has its moments, but most songs on here are just, man, Treat Me Like the Dog I Am, and First Band on the Moon, and Porn Star with little girls singing in the song. I mean, what the hell, man? But it did have that song Fake, which I love the song Fake, and I love the ballads on the album, like New Tattoo, American Zero. I don't know if American Zero made the album. I don't think it did. But it's a ballad song that was recorded at the time. That's awesome. That's awesome. And another song called Hollywood Ending. So that's why New Tattoo is above those 3 stinkers below it. All right, at number 5. Girls, Girls, Girls. Now, I remember when, of course I remember this crap. You know, how disappointed I was with Theater of Pain. I was like, oh, man. And it's not because they looked, all glammy and stuff. I just thought those songs were not, up to par. But, as you can see, I haven't named that album yet. So, obviously, I like Girls, Girls, Girls less. Because when that album came out, oh, I love the song Wild Side. I never liked Girls, Girls, Girls. I hate that damn song. And pretty much the rest of the album. Something for Nothing. I kind of like that song. It's a deep track, never played live. There's only 2 songs I like on there. But Wild Side's one of their greatest songs. That's why I put it above everything before. All right, number 4. Theater of Pain. Horrified. After Shout at the Devil, and this comes out with Smoke in the Boys' Room, and they look all glammy and stuff. But not really the glam. But I love Use It or Lose It. I like Fight for Your Rights. I love Home Sweet Home. Louder Than Hell is pretty cool. And City Boy Blues, the demo, not the version that's on Theater of Pain, but I like the demo of City Boy Blues. So that's why Theater of Pain is at number 4. And that's pretty sad when an album like Theater of Pain is so high on the list. All right. At number 3, Too Fast for Love. Now, I'll be honest. I know this is most people's favorite album. People swear by this album. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I mean, I like, my favorite Mötley Crüe song of all time is Live Wire. So obviously I love that. I like Take Me to the Top, Piece of Your Action, On with the Show. But the rest is, Come on and Dance. No, thank you. All right, at number 2. Now, I gotta tell you, there was a while that I was saying this is the best Mötley Crüe album, hands down, blah, blah. I don't feel that way anymore. But it's still an awesome album, and it made number 2. And I gotta see, man, these top 2 are awesome. 94 with John Corabi's at number 2. It used to be number 1 for the longest time, but man, no. I gotta go with Shout at the Devil. And yes, I'm breezing through them. John Corabi's album is solid. I love it all except for Dropping Like Flies. It's the only song I don't like off it. I love the rest of it. It's awesome. But yeah, number 1, Shout at the Devil, man. And yes, I know Vince Neil's can't sing. He sucks. He always sucks, blah, blah, blah. All right, whatever, man. All I know is when I hear him sing Too Young to Fall in Love, he nails it. I mean, nails it. You know, and Danger. I love his voice on this album. I also love his voice on his solo album, Exposed. But there you go. That is my top 10, and that's my only news that matters with Mick Mars talking about the detuning and stuff. What do y'all think? Leave it in the comments below. And hey, if you want to rank their albums, feel free. So I want to thank you all for watching the only news that matters. You rule. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell. And please, please, please like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. Now stay frosty and listen to Black Sabbath now. And smack 'em a gob now.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.